Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to our Married at First Sight review. We are now in episode 15
Episode 15, y'all.
of season 14.
But it's two more weeks left.
Yeah, we are
to
almost
the decision day. We're almost there, y'all.
We're almost there.
Right. Can't wait. Okay. Definitely can't wait.
Right. So in this episode, the couples were able to go back to their childhood.
Go back to where it all started
That's
from.
Right. Childhood homes and also write letters to their
younger self.
Your younger self.
That's
so
right.
I used to think that I didn't really care for these type of episodes, but it does bring in some insight about how the couples were reared and what contribute to how they are today. Okay.
Somewhat.
Doesn't reveal everything, but for some it gives a little bit.
Give some insight.
Okay.
Give some insight of who I am about to stay married to.
Right.
Or get a divorce.
Yes. So the first couple we're going to talk about tonight is Jasmina and Michael.
All right.
And there is some revealing in this. So they started out. Jasmina took them to her childhood home where she grew up and revealed some things about why that she had a teacher that spent a lot of time with her and imparted some great things in her.
Right.
And basically made her why she, why she's a teacher today, and also the fact that she had a rough childhood growing up, but the teacher and going to school was a safe haven for her.
Okay. All right.
So in this, she did get emotional when she read her letter to Michael.
She did get emotional, which they have shown that throughout this show, them get emotional.
Right. And Michael cried.
Yeah, he shed some tears too.
He did.
See, they have these emotional moments, but they still lack the emotional connection.
It's crazy. I just want to shake them.
It is so crazy that they can share these emotional moments, but don't have an emotional connection, which is where they need to be at. Because if they do not get to the emotional connection, I don't see a yes on decision day.
Yeah,
I do not see that at all, especially from Jasmina.
Yeah.
She has made that complaint. She's like, the relationship is good and we communicate better. Things are improving, but I'm still not there.
I'm still not where it needs to be.
Yep. They're still in the same place with 2 weeks left.
Gosh.
It's just seems highly unlikely they're going to get there.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem that way.
Now for Michael, he was able to take her back to his childhood home. And he thought he would get emotional, but he didn't get emotional going back there because the last time I think they was there was when he was there. I'm sorry, his mom passed away from breast cancer. So he was able to go back there, share some things with her, and he got vulnerable as well.
Yeah. I mean, they have these emotional moments, right? But it's not leading to where they need to be at.
Ugh.
It's like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay. Because what their relationship cannot stand right now.
Right.
If they have a communication breakdown, they'll be done.
Oh yeah, they'll
be done.
They
don't have the emotional connection to lean on in such a way to help them navigate through a communication barrier if they have one.
Yeah, because I can see if that happens, them going back to the thought process of this wasn't going to work and that kind of thing, because we do that.
We do that, y'all.
Find any little thing just to add to it and just be done with the wash.
Escalate.
I wasn't feeling them anyway.
That's right.
So
we escalate things.
We do. So when Dr. Pepper came and visited them, and she had this candid talk with them, and they talked about children, how many children they were going to have, and how soon they were going to have, which Mike was surprised. It was, her timeline was sooner than his, so almost the same.
Yeah, about the same though.
But Dr. Pepper said, mentioned, you got to do some things to even get to that point. Are you trying?
That's right.
Now, and they got all blush and giddy.
We ain't doing nothing, y'all.
Blush and giddy?
Yeah, we ain't doing nothing, y'all.
How they go? Blush and giddy?
We ain't doing nothing, y'all. We're not
And,
doing anything, y'all.
No, I just
We
don't
are
understand.
rated. We are rated G.
I don't understand it.
It's on Mike. We already been saying that for the last 3 shows. Mike is not putting it down.
But she said she's not. She doesn't have that feeling like she needs to run up. And kiss him. She don't feel that.
She's not gonna do that.
No, I thought was
he have to initiate that, and then he's scared to initiate it.
He's holding her hand while they sleep.
That explains it all, y'all.
I thought that was
holding hands. You thought it was cute, right? A woman gonna think that's cute,
well,
right?
I like.
But it doesn't. It doesn't get you. It doesn't get you to the place where you're trying to get to.
So, and we gently kind of talked about that, and I asked, "Why do you think he won't move forward?" And you said something about a fear of possible rejection.
Yeah, I mean, rejection is part of the game when you're trying to approach a woman, right? There's an opportunity that she might reject you. However, they're married. And she had indicated on some occasion that, look, Mike, if you initiate some things, I'm going to respond in a positive way. Now, she didn't say those words, but she indicated that. So that should have popped something in his head like this right chart. Oh, let me initiate something. But she's just not that type of woman going to initiate it. She's just not.
Yeah. Okay? Some women are.
Yep. If you don't initiate it, nothing will happen.
Right. So again,
But he's not the type of dude that will assert himself that way.
Yeah, it
either.
doesn't appear to be.
They're gonna miss out on perhaps might be an opportunity to have a successful relationship because of their personalities is not coming together. She's on one side, he's on the other side, and they can't bring those two together.
Yeah, crazy. All right, so the next couple we're gonna talk about is let's talk about Steve and Noah.
Steve and Noah.
So, Steve took Noah back to his parents' home, which is still there where he grew up.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Still live there.
Still there, and, man. They still there. The house still there.
And mom was there, and they talked about his music.
Right, we didn't know he was
a rapper. I think I don't know.
Yeah, he was a rapper at one time. Wow, the things we did not know about Steve, man.
I can see that a little bit now. It's like,
oh, you can? I can't see that at all.
I can see it kind of weird now. But she thought it was awesome. And
Hardin in the basement, y'all.
Yeah, so they had that was.
They had a song out.
Yeah, that was a great connection. But you notice that his life was somewhat stable. He had a pretty good rearing.
He did, which keeps him grounded, and I can actually see that out of him. You know, if you leave him not having a job, Steve seemed like a good guy. And then he has some knowledge. You know, when he's talking to Noah, he's telling her things that, you know, perhaps is not healthy for the relationship. Like when she walked out, I mean, he brought that conversation down, and I thought he did a good job. Even the social media, although she's not agreeing to what he's saying, but he's still right in what he's saying. So, you know, if you go in and get a job, Steve's a good catch.
Go and get a job.
That's right. I mean, he'd be a good catch for Noah if he get a job.
Right. So Noah isn't from the area, so she wasn't able to take him back to any place, but they went dancing. Oh my goodness. And that was a way that she released, and it helped her get through some emotions and growing up in her life. So she was able to share that with him. And then also when they got to, she wrote a letter to her younger self.
She got emotional.
Right. And talked about the reason, you know, that she shouldn't hide away with herself and her feelings.
Right. Which explains why she walked away in the other incident. When she walked out.
Right. Definitely.
Kind of explain. You can see that now. Now I can see why she operates that way.
Yep. There we go. So, and then also you can see why Steve probably operates the way he is. He just seems like a just relaxed, is everything gonna be, you know, carefree kind of guy?
Yeah, he don't seem like the guy that gets stressed out or worried and stuff.
He had a pretty
we're gonna be able to make it. We're gonna be able to do these things and stuff, you know. And he's not worried about the finances.
Yeah,
I got this. Don't worry about it. I don't have to have the job. I got this.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's not enough for Noah.
Right.
That's not enough for her.
Yeah.
Okay. She needs more than his talk. She's not from his past. She doesn't have that understanding. Her past is completely different, where she had a difficult time growing up.
Okay, so, you say she's not from his past. You mean she don't have a similar past?
Similar past, yeah, that's
Okay.
right. That's right. Yeah, I said that wrong.
No, she's not from his past.
Yeah, they could be from the same past, but she's not from his past.
Right.
No, they don't have this. They don't have the same past. So,
yeah.
And they pass are completely opposite when you look at that.
Yeah.
So it's definitely understanding why she operate the way she do, because she do not want to struggle. She doesn't experience that. Okay. But if she look at Steve past, perhaps she maybe to come through and say, hey, this guy did not struggle. He's not going to struggle now.
Right.
Maybe she might be able to overcome that thought process and look at Steve in a different light and not just focus on him not having a job.
Right. That could be an optimistic way of looking at it. So Dr. Pepper came in.
She shouldn't have. I'm just saying this straight up. She shouldn't have came in. I'm gonna have to jump. Olajuwon, I'm finna call you. Me and Olajuwon finna talk.
And she had the gentle talk with them, just check in and see what's going on in their relationship, and have they got past some things or whatever. And so the big topic of the conversation was the fact that Noah doesn't want to move in right after decision day if they decide to stay together.
Which is BAD. Bad.
That some couples don't stay together. I don't know for long. I don't know in term or whatever. But here comes Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
She says her and her husband don't live together.
Why would you tell them that?
Right.
I understand it's a fact, but it's just not applicable for this type of conversation to plant a seed in Noah's head that perhaps is okay not to live with your husband.
No rationale behind it. I mean, you already said you and your husband don't, so tell us why.
Yeah, and then she tried to clean it up a little bit by saying, okay, we seasonal, y'all are not seasonal, so perhaps that's not something y'all should do.
Yeah, I mean, is it because you live here?
We've been together for a while.
You taping Married at First Sight and you're at your home or somewhere else? I mean, what's going on? Why? I mean...
Yeah, but don't put that out in the atmosphere.
Right.
Now Noah can jump on that and connect with that and use that as a tool saying, hey, Dr. Pepper don't live with her husband.
Already, because Steve said, well, he could see how that could work for some, but he also said it would be a challenge when you have children, and that is just common sense. Come on now.
Yeah, in the beginning of your relationship.
Yeah, you can't raise children.
And then how many couples live apart?
Not really doing that way.
Right, that's got to be a really, really small percentage
that are not like movie stars or big people that probably
it's just
different places because they're taping.
Inappropriate. It shouldn't have not been said by Dr. Pepper. Because we put her on a higher platform because she is the expert on the show.
Right.
So we need your expertise. That was not it.
Okay. That was not it. Sorry, Dr. Pepper.
Olajuwon, I'm feeling you now, man. I'm feeling you.
Mm-hmm. So, again, this couple also... I don't know. They're
still in the same place.
Yeah.
She got the social media problem, and he got the job. No, I mean, he does not have a job. He does not have a job. So they still in the same place. Now they did have a moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that moment going to build a connection, much like Jasmina and Michael been having moments, but it has not built a connection.
Right.
With what you need. Moments are okay, but you need a connection.
You need a connection.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, so let's look at the next couple, which would be Olajuwon and Katina.
All right,
So Katina, let's start with Olajuwon because he took her back to
his old stumping grounds, y'all.
Yeah, just explain how rough his childhood was growing up and pretty much in them streets what he had to do, but pretty much kind of showing why he worked so hard to get where he is and why he is who he is today.
Right, and the mannerism in which he treat Katina. He was trying to defend that also.
Right.
I'm from this background. You can't be soft. You gotta be strong. Okay.
Okay.
And
but he also threw a little shade there because he said you grew up in the suburbs.
Right. So you soft.
3-bedroom, 2 baths.
Yeah, you soft. Okay.
I mean, how many bedrooms she had? I'm sorry, but I remember him saying that.
Right.
To that effect. And I noticed when he does, sometimes he does that, she just looks, not unless the camera's editing it a certain way, but, okay. Oh.
Right. But this is what always is messing up because he does not have the understanding, along with a lot of guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because that people, guys,
Mm-hmm.
we want to be strong, right?
Okay, yeah.
You grew up in that neighborhood, you got to be strong, right?
Yeah.
You can't let people talk over yourself. You can't be passive and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they really don't identify the true meaning of strength. Okay, they take that and think that being tough is being strong. And your neighborhood, yeah, you got to be tough, okay? And understand that tough and strength is not the same thing.
Right.
Because being strong in your relationship is where you treat your partner right.
Oh, that's good.
Okay? You want to be tough out in the streets.
Right.
Okay? But you don't want to be tough with your spouse. You want to be strong with your spouse in such a way that strong enough to say, hey, you know what? We get in a situation, I'm strong enough to manage my emotions so I do not disrespect you.
Yes, that's good.
It's a difference between being strong and being tough. Okay? Out in the streets, you want to be tough because you want to look like you're strong when actually you may not be strong. You just may be tough.
Yeah.
But when you get in a relationship, right, you don't want to be tough with your spouse.
Mm-hmm. That's going to make her tough.
Right. You want to show strength in your relationship that when the storm comes, right, I can be calm. Okay? When the heightened positivity come or anger come, right, I can be strong enough to manage my emotions and not display disrespect to my queen. It's a difference, okay? Don't take the mentality of the streets in your relationship and mix up tough and strength. They're not the same thing.
That is good. That is good to know. So Katina took him to the church.
To the church, y'all.
And she talked
surprisingly though, because I didn't see this out of her.
I didn't either.
Right.
It was like, because you know how some couples, because I remember like before when we would look at it, Married at First Sight in the beginning, some of the older episodes, that would be a topic up front.
Up front.
Yeah,
let them know up front. She never mentioned church, God, or nothing.
So she probably...
it's a secret.
No, she probably will. Obviously, she's probably not a go every week kind of person, maybe.
Yeah, because if she was a person that go to church every week, she ought to be going now.
Yeah, it seemed like we'd have heard something.
Yeah, well, there was no God in her until to this moment, 2 weeks prior to decision day, which means they already been in the process 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So her relationship with God.
I mean, not to say that she don't.
No, we're not saying she don't have a relationship with God, but her relationship with God is not evident in up until now.
Yeah.
Right.
And she mentioned she wanted to raise her children in church.
And surprisingly, they all agreed to that. I like that moment. I really enjoyed that moment with them. Now, it doesn't change the dynamics of their relationship.
Right.
Because he's trying to mixing up tough and strong in a relationship where now he's being tough in his relationship to her, which is disrespectful. Yeah, he's being disrespectful in a relationship and belittling her. Okay.
So Dr. Pepper had a discussion with them again.
Surprisingly, Dr. Pepper had a discussion with O. I was like, Dr. Pepper finna talk to O. Remember the last time, right? It wasn't good.
Right.
But, they showed on the show he's ready to receive what she had to say, which was good.
Yeah, he was. And he did bring up his concerns about Katina finishing school and starting a family at the same time, around the same time. So, what?
What happened to being there for your spouse and supporting them and what they're trying to do and stuff, right?
You don't want to have to take care of her too in a family like that. I'm like, okay, so what do you want to do, dude? I mean,
what about the statement of saying Katina should say no on decision day?
Okay.
What about that?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
He's just not there.
Yeah.
He probably secretly want her to say no, because he don't want to say yes.
That hurt.
Yeah.
He's not all the way there.
He's not always there. And I just don't see in 2 weeks that changing.
Yeah.
I do not. I don't see that at all. Okay.
I see her saying, yeah.
Yeah, I can see her saying it because of her personality, and she really wants a relationship, and she like the old. She really do like it. So I could easily see her saying yes.
Yes.
But it doesn't seem like it's a healthy place for her. It doesn't seem like it's a healthy relationship for her, because he's not, for me, what I see out of him thus far, he's not ready to be in a relationship and take care and love a woman in such a way that a woman needs to be loved.
Yeah, because she said that he makes her feel like a superwoman, but
superwoman at cooking and cleaning?
Yeah. It makes me wonder about her self-esteem.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like she got high self-esteem. Now, she don't seem to be the real low self-esteem.
But
her self-esteem needs to be risen up some.
Yeah.
It definitely does. It's not at the place where it needs to be at, so she can be, recognized in a relationship and be equal to your partner. Because right now, the current relationship puts him superior over her.
Right, it does. It does.
And that's not the place you want to be at. Y'all want to be equal partners in a relationship. Yeah, I can see him just telling her what to do, and she's doing it.
She do it pretty much.
And she may rise up a little bit, but ultimately she's gonna do what he asks her to do, or tell her what to tell. Don't let don't let the real Katina. Come on, lady. Come on, it's already out. The real Katina is out there. Yeah. And she doesn't rise up. She doesn't demand the respect that she should be getting. Okay?
Girl.
As long as he had that tough personality, okay, then he's gonna talk over her, he's gonna belittle her and stuff, and then she's gonna accept it. She's gonna allow it. Okay.
So all right, so let's move on to talk about Mark and Lindsay. So I believe that it started out this way with them talking to Dr. Pepper before they showed the other parts, but Lindsay was avid that she was not sure that. Well, she said that she was tired of hearing him complain, saying she's too much of this, she's too much of that, because they had a conversation and he was talking about that. And when she talked to Dr. Pepper, she was saying she wasn't sure that he was the right guy for her.
What did Dr. Pepper say though?
Yeah, she wanted Lindsay to ask Mark about that, talk to him, and ask him about if he cares for me, because she said she didn't feel like he cared for her, and she resisted. She didn't want to hear it. She didn't want to hear it.
I don't want to ask him that. I don't want to ask him that. Well, you never know if you don't ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm glad she pushed through that.
She pushed through
and
that.
did ask him the question, and everybody and their mama knew what Mark was going to say.
What do you mean, everybody?
He care about her feelings? Yeah. Come on now. We know that.
Yeah. He said, I know how to touch your heart.
Yeah. So he really cares for her, and he really wants to be with her and stuff.
Yeah.
He just does not know how to handle her.
Yeah.
Because she's sensitive. She's very sensitive.
Yeah.
Okay? She's sensitive. When she gets sensitive, she gets aggressive because she don't know how to handle those emotions and stuff, right? And the formula for Mark, like I said last episode, is to say I'm sorry. Okay, and then learn as you go.
Yeah,
these are triggers for her. She's sensitive about this. She's sensitive about that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
And then she, for me, what she wants is not hard to get if you understand what she wants.
Right.
And she wants you to be sorry for hurting her feelings. Not try to explain it. Not try to defend it. Not try to say you shouldn't be hurt by this because you're not in her. You don't share her thoughts and her feelings.
Right.
Y'all thoughts and feelings are different, so you do not know what will hurt her.
Right.
Will hurt her. I'm saying that right. Like it's flowing wrong. Hurt her.
Hurt her.
Yeah. Hurt her.
Right.
Yeah. So you don't know that, so you simply apologize for that. Okay.
All right.
And as the relationship goes on, right, she might build up some stuff where she's not offended as much by some of the things Mark might do as she gets to know him.
Yeah, it's just gonna take some time
and get to know each other.
Your partner.
Right.
So move on to an emotional point within this episode. Mark, cat, I think he had 14 years old, maybe 14, 15 years old, where the cat was ill and had to be put down.
Yeah, that was a touching moment for them and stuff, and they came together, and you saw some connection there. While they was grieving over the cat, and she was supporting her man at this particular situation. So this is a powerful moment for them that can give them an opportunity to perhaps go in a different direction to allow their relationship to flourish.
Now they're down to 4 cats.
Yes. So, this
I'm
is a
sorry,
powerful
I didn't mean
moment.
it that
And
way.
Mark and Liz, they've been having some powerful moment that built some connection.
Right.
So you can see the opportunity for them exists. If they get behind the easily being hurt and knowing how to respond to the hurt feelings, they could have a successful relationship and perhaps in 2 weeks say yes on decision day.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
I think it depends on how things are going.
They still my number one couple.
Okay. So, Lindsay had opportunity to take Mark to where she used to hang out, but he wasn't going there deep in the woods in some cave or something. But she explained that she spent a lot of time there in nature and whatnot, and how rough it was for her growing up.
Right.
That
explain some of her challenges now.
Her dad worked a lot, and the mom stepped in as being both parents, but she wasn't really good at it. She stayed at home, but it wasn't her take, and how Lindsay had to take on a lot, and she got emotional talking, which I expect she would, talking about that. I think that gave Mark an opportunity to really kind of again see an insight of her as well. He did the same thing when he explained
That's correct.
his rearing, and how much the memories he had at his childhood home, so much he loved so much
that he made a stupid statement. What was that, Charlie? He put his foot in his mouth, and then he took the other foot and put it in his mouth.
Moving back in.
Why would you suggest that?
Yeah. So that makes me think about, do I want to move back to my childhood home?
No, we do not. I do not want to move in your childhood home with you. I do not. I don't want to do that.
And Lindsay was like, I'll move over there, over there, over there, over there.
But I would not move there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why would you even suggest a thing like that?
Because to
maybe
him,
it was a joke.
No.
What was a joke, Charlie? It had to be a joke.
It was so enlightening and loving. And when he wrote
he got caught up in a moment.
Yeah, he did. Because when he talked about his letter, it was something to the effect of cherishing the moments with his, and that's probably what's going on. His mom is not how she used to be, of course. But he talked about to his childhood self about cherishing your mom and the memories, and then the memories of the childhood home stuck so much of what he liked, of how great his mom was then versus now. Right. So it's making him want to, because when I think about it,
go back.
When I think about
go back in time.
Yeah. Right. The growth and the way I grew up in my grandmother's home. For so many years, it had been in our home.
I got it, Charlie.
Hold on. I would want to purchase it, but to keep in the family, but I don't want to live in it.
I thought maybe.
What?
You could move.
No, we're not doing that.
In my childhood home.
What childhood home?
The one I grew up in.
It's no longer there.
Well, if it was there, would you move in?
No, I would not.
You have to tell everybody my childhood was gone. I can't go back to my house, y'all.
So he might be just stuck in that kind of.
He just got caught up in the moment with stupidity. No, it was not stupidity, but the moment he got caught up in this emotional place and stuff, and he just saying something off the top of his head. I think. Okay, I don't think he really meant that. Okay,
so. I don't know.
Well, even if you mean it, she's not doing it.
Right, okay. So for them, let's look at the couples again on where we think they are and as far as staying together on decision day. Because it does seem like it's been no movement.
You know what I would like to do?
What?
I would like to move Jasmina and Michael as the number one couple to stay together.
I would like to move them as the number one couple too.
If you look at the 4 couples, right? They, to me, right now, is getting along the best, right? So they have an opportunity to make that connection if Mike step up his game. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay? And if Mike stepped up his game,
come on, Mike,
they'll automatically be the number one couple to stay together.
Michael, not Mike.
Mike.
Is he Mike or Michael?
I call him Mike. Anybody named Michael, I call him Mike.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay, when did it become Michael? I thought he'd become Michael when he step up his game.
However,
Yeah,
y'all know who
he's
we
Mike
talking
right
about.
now. Mike.
So right now, I can see him saying yes and her saying no.
Okay. The O and Katina.
I can see Katina possibly saying yes and O saying no.
Steve and Noah.
I can see more of Steve saying yes and Noah saying no.
Mark and Lindsay.
Ugh. Ugh.
That's not an answer, Charlie.
I can see.
Viewers want to know.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Mark saying yes and Lindsay saying no.
Do you have any couple both
They
saying yes?
No, I don't. They're up and down so much. So
I got Mark and Lisa saying yes.
there we don't.
The
The only one.
The rest I got no. And I'm not saying that both will say no, but one gonna say no, none gonna say yes,
Right.
or both gonna say no. So then it's a no.
If
you get one no, it's a no.
It's always so when one person says yes and the other says no.
Ooh, that's heartbreaking.
No, it's like
yeah, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, and surprise. Some have been shocking.
Some is surprising. That is correct.
Yeah.
You know, I remember I can't remember the names anymore. What the guy said yes, the girl said no.
Yeah.
And then one
episode. It was a hot mess. I know you're talking about.
One episode where the girl said yes and the guy said no. Mm. Yeah, she was heartbroken too. She was heartbroken. But they had a pretty good relationship.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the one where she was the virgin.
She's a virgin.
Y'all know who we talking about.
Yeah, but
that was surprising too. Because I thought they were going.
I thought, but since she was a virgin, no.
Anyway.
No, you should have gave it up.
Let's get back to this episode. This season.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, that was our recap, and that was who we think is what's going to happen. I don't know.
2 weeks.
Yeah. So not much movement to me, I think. So won't you guys comment and tell us what you think? Tell us who you think is going to stay together, who's going to say yes, who possibly say no, how it all looks for you. And if you enjoy watching our Married at First Sight reviews, you're definitely going to enjoy listening to and watching our RCRC Relationship Connection on this very same channel, where we talk about relationship topics. We dig deep, dive in, find out the issues, and
do it all.
Give you ways to make it better. So check them out, right? So go ahead and like. What else? Subscribe, don't forget. Comment.
Share.
And share. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again next week for the next episode. Bye.